Welcome to Bed Crime Stories podcast. I'm your host, T. Hello to my loyal subs. I hope you're having a great day. And to anyone new here, a warm welcome. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. All I ask is that after watching and or listening to the video, if you find you enjoyed it, please smash the like button, consider subscribing, feel free to share, and hit that notification bell. And with all that out of the way, let's dig in. Well, hello there. How you all doing? Hope you're having a great day. By now, you all likely know that the father of missing 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers, Seth Rogers, was on the Pascal show last night. Originally, Seth's public relations guy, Tony Mathis, tweeted that Child Protective Services records for the Chris and Katie Proudfoot home were going to be shared during the show. However, once the show was underway, Seth announced that on the advice of his lawyer, yes, he's got a lawyer now, he could not share any details from those records. And that's because the records involve a minor, Sebastian. All that Seth would say is that he now has a greater understanding of everything that was going on inside the Proudfoot home prior to Sebastian's disappearance. And apparently the second reason he couldn't share the records is because he signed a confidentiality non-disclosure agreement when he was given the records. So legally, he does not have a right to share them. Well, it turns out that the person who stopped the sharing of the records is one Steve Fisher. He's the guy who's known on Twitter or X as SF Investigates. I don't know if you remember him from the Kylie Rodney case. He got very close to Kylie's grandfather, and he was actually on the beach when her car was fished out of the water, no pun intended. Fisher contacted Tennessee CPS and informed them of what Seth and Tony were planning to do. CPS in turn contacted Seth's lawyer to let them know that releasing the information would be illegal because of that confidentiality agreement. So Fisher is sort of gloating about this. He made another tweet where he said that he blew up Seth and Tony's plans for the show. Fisher said they were doing this show in a quest to bring in more donations. Kind of gives me the impression that SF Investigates is not a fan of Seth Rogers. Now we can look at this in one of two ways. One, we could say that SF Investigates saved Seth from breaking the law, getting in trouble, possibly getting sued. We could also say SF Investigates, mind your own darn business. We wanted to know what was in those CPS reports. Clearly, I don't want Seth Rogers getting in legal trouble. I don't want Sebastian's privacy rights violated any more than they already have been. We don't have a right to know all the dirty laundry. We don't have a right to know that Sebastian was wearing pull-ups. I mean, that's just humiliating. And if Sebastian comes back and he's alive and he's well, he's probably going to be upset that his classmates now know this. So he does have a right to his privacy. But of course, I'm into true crime. I want to know what's in those records. I'm curious. Do I have a right to know? No. Should I get them? No, not really. So I'm feeling rather disgusted over this case today. Not because I didn't get to see what was in the CPS records, but I was upset hearing that another YouTuber had attacked Seth over his weight. I mean, this is a guy with a missing child. That's probably one of the worst things that could happen to a person. Seth doesn't know if Sebastian is alive or if he's deceased. He doesn't know if he's being held somewhere against his will. He's living in a limbo land of horror. Why would somebody attack him over his weight or anything else that has nothing to do with the case? Why be cruel to people who are already dealing with the most cruel turn of fate? Having a missing child or any missing person. So anyway, I was just rather disgusted by hearing that. Now, SF Investigates also mentioned that Seth purchased a motorcycle. I'm not going to lie to you. When I saw that, I got a little upset. Now, he had a GoFundMe that was set up by his sister. The last time I saw it, it looked like it was up to $24,000. I don't know if it got higher than that, but it's been shut down because he was getting criticized. But hearing that he bought a motorcycle sort of upset me. Now, does he have another vehicle? If he doesn't, then I can understand him buying a motorcycle. If he has another vehicle that's working, I am wondering, did he use the GoFundMe monies to buy the motorcycle? It's not a good look because I think everybody was hoping that the monies would go for flyers, posters, search efforts, all of those things, maybe a reward fund or something like that. I would hate to see the GoFundMe monies squandered in any way. The motorcycle just seems a little questionable, but do we have a right to tell Seth how to spend money that people donated to him? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time on Bed Crime Stories.